Hi, welcome to Barker Canine Academy. Today I want to talk to you about potty training your puppy. So this is a question I get all the time, how to potty train a puppy. The easiest way that I have found is to do crate training. And essentially what you're going to want to do is get a crate that's just big enough for your puppy to lay down in. And that's kind of important. If you don't have a crate, then you can make a spot that your puppy's going to sleep at night, and when you're not home, again, we want it to be just big enough for your puppy to lay down in. And the reason for this is because nobody wants to sleep where they have soiled, where they go to the bathroom. You wouldn't have a bathroom, you know, adjacent to your bed. So if your bed is right there, the toilet's right next to your bed, we're not going to do that, obviously. So it's the same thing with puppies. So that's a good way to start. Another thing to remember is for how many months that your puppy is, so let's say we're 1 month, then they can only hold their bladder for 1 hour. If they're 2 months, they can hold it for 2 hours, and so on and so forth. So make sure that you are taking them out or taking them to an appropriate potty spot at the appropriate amount of time. So first thing that you want to do is make sure that in the morning, the very first thing that you do is take your puppy to the appropriate potty spot, whether it be outside or the puppy pad. That's number one. And then every hour or 2 hours or however months your puppy is, then you're going to take him or her out to that designated area at the appropriate time. Another thing to keep in mind with potty training is that you don't want to scold them for going potty in the house. We want to keep this positive. So if you come across and you see there's a soiled spot on the floor, just clean it up. There's no point to put your puppy's dog's nose into the stain or where it was. They're not going to remember that, hey, I pottied there. So just just clean it up, and then the key is to catch them while they're doing it. If you catch them doing it, you can make a loud noise like or clap your hands just enough to startle them, to get them to stop going, and then you're gonna pick them up and you're gonna bring them to the designated potty area, okay? That is really important because we don't want to instill fear in your puppy. We want them to trust us, okay? And they're gonna pick up on it a lot easier if it's a positive experience. So you take them out to their designated potty spot and they potty. And you can even put a keyword to this, like go potty or go tinkle or go poo-poo, whatever you choose to say, and that will help instigate that, okay? To let them know this is what you want. This is your cue for them going potty. So once they do go potty, you want to praise them. Yes, good boy, good girl, good potty. And then you can either bring them inside or let them play in the yard for a little while. But the praise is important. You can use a reward, such as a treat, but you want to make sure that you're doing it sporadically, like maybe every 5th time or every 4th time or every time, you know, 2nd time. You're not consistent with it because we don't want them to potty only if they get treats. So if you're sporadic with it, they don't know whether they're going to get the treat or not. That's what we want, okay? So the other thing I want to bring up with potty training is pick either going outside or potty pad. If you have, let's say, a husky puppy and they're puppy and they're small, and so you're using a potty pad inside, but then you want them to go potty outside, that's confusing. You can get grass turf from like PetSmart or Petco just for teaching them to go in the grass because they're very similar, but keep that in mind. You don't want a 40 or 50 pound dog going potty in your house, so don't train them to go potty in your house. Bring them outside, get them used to that. Having a potty pad and going outside is confusing, it's conflicting. They don't understand the separation. Now let's say we have a Yorkie and you do want to use a potty pad for your Yorkie. Let's say we're in an apartment complex and you're all the way on the 4th floor. You don't want to walk all the way down 4 floors to take your dog potty. You can use potty pads, but keep it consistent. So don't move your potty pad around. Set a designated potty area for your puppy. Where do you want your puppy to potty when we're a full-grown adult? And then stick with it. Remember to crate them so that if they have an accident, like overnight or whatever, now they're kind of sitting in it and they don't want to sleep in that area. So it teaches them to hold their bladder. And that's really what we're doing there. And then make sure if your puppy is 4 months old, we're going out to potty every 4 months. If your puppy is 6 months old, you're going out every 6 hours to go potty, and so on and so forth. If you have any other questions about potty training, definitely leave it in the comments. I will be keeping an eye on that. If you're liking this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time from Barker Canine Academy. Thanks for joining. Let's just cut that completely out. Just it sucks. One. Definitely want to make sure the first thing you do in the morning is take your puppy out to go potty. Let's start that again. To praise it, there's an airplane. Let's wait for the airplane to pass.